Man, I'm going to be late for work today doing this. That's today's topic, excuses.
Judgmental.
Excuses versus reasons. Don't get caught getting excuses mixed up with reasons. Because check this out, you never know when your excuse sounds really lame. For example, you get to work late and your excuse is, well, there was traffic and I live an hour away, so that's why I was late today. Meanwhile, the person you're talking to lives an hour and a half away, has to go drop off their two kids at two different daycares, go through the same traffic you got through, and they got there 30 minutes before you did. You're gonna sound real stupid with your excuse. Now, don't get me wrong, there are reasons things happen. For example, with the same scenario about getting to work. Let's say you're late for work because of traffic. That's an excuse. You're late for work because your car broke down in traffic. That could be a reason, unless you knew you should have changed your oil a month ago. That's an excuse. Point being, you never know how lame your excuse sounds to someone that you're giving your excuse to. You may think it's a reason, but if you think back far enough through your series of excuses, you'll probably find somewhere that you could have changed within your control to remove that excuse. For example, if you think it was an excuse because you were late in traffic, how about leaving earlier? If you think it's an excuse because your car broke down, well, it's a reason if you have a brand new car and you didn't do anything, you did everything you're supposed to do to keep your car on the road. It's an excuse if you knew your tires were bald, didn't change your oil, and you could have done it, but you didn't. That's an excuse. Also, again, don't forget who you're telling. You're driving a brand new Mercedes or a Honda even, or your car's in good shape. Meanwhile, somebody who got to work on time patched their stuff together with duct tape. It happens. Reasons versus excuses. Reasons have hard facts that you can't control that cause something to happen. Let's say you're a business owner. Say you own a restaurant. It's an excuse if you say, well, the people in our area just didn't appreciate our food. Or if you're a musician and you say, man, my music is so futuristic, they just didn't get me. The reason is your food came out cold most of the time, or you can't rap or sing and you didn't pay the producer for the music and you got some really whack tracks. Now, if you can't sing, if you really cannot sing, or you don't have vocal cords, or you just can't hold a note, that's a reason why your music might be bad. That's a reason why nobody bought your music. That's not an excuse. But if you have talent, like I know so many talented artists who just can't get a song out there, who just can't get any attention, they're mostly sitting on top of excuses. I've mentioned before that I work in the corporate environment as well. And in that environment, excuses just don't fly. Nobody wants to hear an excuse. They want to hear a reason. And in most cases, there are people involved. It's an excuse versus a reason. Why didn't that marketing plan work? Well, we didn't have the budget. It's a reason if the money simply wasn't there. But it's an excuse if you just made bad decisions and spent money on something else versus spending the money on the marketing or advertising you should have done. That's an excuse. To wrap this up, if you have an excuse, but somebody else with the exact same abilities or resources was able to get this done, then what you have is an excuse. If the facts are the same, you both have the same thing and the same opportunity, the same timing, and nothing's holding you back. If those are facts, you have no excuse to not have done what they do. Now, before you look at this as in, oh, well, John has the same opportunity as I do. That's a hard one to tell, because if you don't know John, then you don't know his perspective. That's a whole nother blog. But if all things are equal, then don't make an excuse. Don't be late for work because of some excuse or you didn't plan very well. Excuses versus reasons. Before you open your mouth, make sure you have a good reason. Otherwise, the person listening to you might be sitting back thinking quietly, I could have done that despite all those lame excuses and you didn't. Hey, I'm Judge. These are my thoughts, and that's why I'm so judgmental. Website's up. Check it out below, SoJudgeMental.com. All my social links are below. Follow as well. Talk to you next time.
Judgmental.